1111. This is a special edition of the Mike Gallagher Show, Coronavirus in America.
We're using the full power of the federal government to defeat the virus, and that's what we've been doing.
For a while, life is not going to be the way it used to be in the United States.
As we face this national emergency pandemic, now's the time for knowledge and clarity. And this is the place to get it.
We're going into a full crisis footing. This is a wartime dynamic. We have to think about helping each other in different ways.
The president made very decisive decisions quickly.
2020 is definitely going to be one for the history.
You get something like a coronavirus to cover. You are committed to providing information, clarity, knowledge, calm, optimism. And then, of course, you see a story like the one that is unfolding, that the president and the White House seeking a stimulus package that might be more than $1 trillion. And that could include direct, essentially checks being sent directly to Americans. And you hold your breath and you say, man, don't say the wrong thing here. Understand people are struggling. Have compassion and know that there are people like Marianne from San Antonio who called this show yesterday, who said she was essentially possibly positive for coronavirus and still keeping her job, her self-employed job, where she came in contact with other people because she has 3 hungry mouths to feed. She's the breadwinner. And you have to you recognize the dilemma that she's in. Her doctor recommending she get tested for COVID-19, and she didn't want to. And if you heard the call yesterday, it was dramatic, it was compelling, it was difficult, because I don't want to, and a lot of people were angry at her, but a lot of people felt just awful for her. And I'm thinking of her and what $1,000 check would mean to her. Then I'm thinking of somebody down the street from her who may not need $1,000 and is real happy to put that in the bank, when in reality, she should get $2,000. She should get the neighbor who doesn't need it. Listen, if somehow every American gets $1,000, there's lots of us who are going to be willing to say, I'm going to give it to somebody who needs it. Welcome in. We are at a Wednesday, the coronavirus pandemic. Dr. Anthony Fauci telling reporters it will be weeks before we see the effects of the social spacing and staying home and staying away from each other. I'm in my kitchen today because it makes no sense for a radio broadcaster not to be home. If the guidelines from the CDC and from President Trump and our government and all of our expert officials are saying work from home if you can, I can work from home. Why shouldn't I? And frankly, I think I can't tell other radio hosts what to do. I can't imagine everybody not doing the same thing. The technology in radio now is such that you have a little box and a couple of wires and some internet, and you're good to go. Now, if you're watching the stream, we're even video streaming today. Don't make any interior design judgments of my kitchen, because I'm sitting in my kitchen in my condo in Florida. If you don't like the deck, I didn't do it. I don't. But if you go to our YouTube channel, if you find the Mike Gallagher Show YouTube channel, and you may be sure, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel when you're there. It doesn't cost anything, and you'll see our broadcast from which our new home base, because I think it's wise not to come in contact with anybody at work. So you can check that out. We also, of course, are video streaming at mikeonline.com or Town Hall TV. It's 11 minutes past the hour here in the ReliefFactor.com studios, which are now officially in my kitchen. The only thing we're nervous about is we've had an internet glitch or two in the last half hour. So if the internet goes down, Eric is standing by, because this is the first time we've ever done the show from my condo here in Florida. But let's get to the idea of a stimulus package that could be anywhere from billions of dollars in direct cash payments. Tax cuts are on the table. Billions of dollars in small business assistance. Billions of dollars in airline and industry relief. What does that look like to you? What does that look like in your view? What does that look like in terms of your um, now? And again, trying to be as sensitive as I can possibly be to everybody who understands the challenges we're facing, because they are many. And all of us, listen, I'm blessed, I'm lucky, I make a good living, I live a good life, I have a family I love, I have good health. I realize now in working from home for the foreseeable future, I am pretty much utterly isolated and alone from the world. My pantry's stocked up, my fridge is filled. I'll be working from home, doing the radio show from my kitchen like I'm doing today. And I will be doing that possibly for weeks, possibly for months. And I realize how scary that is. And if I'm feeling apprehensive, everybody is. Now, a little bit of a unique situation. I'm a single guy. My kids are spread out all over the country. My friends are all over the country. So, I've got a sort of a degree of isolation that, oddly enough, after doing a radio show, for a few hours a day in front of millions of people, I'm still going to be in a real environment of isolation. And it's scary. We've never been through anything like this before. I've never followed guidelines to work from home. And believe me, if I'm feeling it, I'm thinking about senior citizens who are utterly alone. I keep thinking about waitresses who rely on tips to make a living. I keep thinking about all the people who have small businesses that are closing and don't know when, if ever, they'll open. We are facing a staggering event in America. And yet, I have faith that we'll persevere. I have faith that this is the greatest country in the world and we're going to come together. My goodness. You talk about birds and fish living together. Yesterday, Dana Bash on CNN praising the president and Andrew Cuomo giving the president kudos for the efforts to battle coronavirus in New York State. I'm telling you, you're seeing a level of cooperation and nonpartisanship that happens in times of crisis. And that's, of course, inevitable. It's like post 9/11. Just took a little while for us to get there. So anyhow, we have a lot to break down today here on the Mike Gallagher Show on this Wednesday, March the 18th. Welcome in our number, 1-800-655-MIKE. Press 1 to come on air with me. Press 2 to leave a voicemail message. You can always text message your comments to us at the MyPillow text line, which is also 800-655-6453. It's a busy day, and again, an eventful day as we are scheduled to visit with Dr. Tony Fauci himself. Let's talk about the economic stimulus. They start handing out $1,000 checks. Who gets the $1,000 and who doesn't? How does the government know who's eligible for $1,000? Again, I'm trying to be very sensitive about that because I know many, many Americans do, and I want to respect that. Let's dive in together. Let's get through this together as Americans, you and me, Team Gallagher. We got this. 800-655-MIKE, 15 past the hour. Your voice, your call, your perspective coming up. Also, a reminder, tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, a special event, Salem Radio Network's coronavirus coverage. Join me along with my colleagues, Hugh Hewitt, Sebastian Gorka, Dennis Prager, others, including SRN White House correspondent Greg Clugston. It'll be live tonight at 6 p.m. And also, we're streaming it on many of these great radio stations. Stick around. More of the Mike Gallagher Show coming up. The things that are positive. One thing that I know is positive is we're going to take better care of ourselves. We are being mindful about hygiene, personal hygiene, and we're mindful about our immune system. Balance of nature. This is a great time to tell you about the reminder that if you don't like vegetables like me, and it's real simple in my case, Balance of Nature is simply natural food in a vegetarian capsule packed with tens of thousands of vital nutrients from 100% whole food plants, fruits, and veggies. My daily dose of Balance of Nature, I wouldn't be without it, has 10 servings of 31 different fruits and vegetables. Don't wait to see what getting over 10 servings of whole fruits and vegetables every single day can do for you. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off order. Wonderful company, 800-2468-751. Balance of Nature. If you're feeling run down, you know, the energy you used to have, get that daily dose of fruits and veggies your body craves in capsule form from Balance of Nature. 800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and be sure to use the promo code Mike G.
From the creators of I Can Only Imagine and Mercy Me's Bart Millard.
Now we have an artist who's had 32 #1 singles. Let's welcome Jeremy Camp.
In theaters now.
They're getting married.
I'm supposed to be with her. I can't explain it. I just know that.
Based on the inspiring true story.
You chose to walk into the fire with her. That's what love is.
I Still Believe. Starring KJ Apa, Britt Robertson, Shania Twain, and Gary Sinise. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Now playing. Go to istillbelievemovie.com.
The coronavirus is wreaking havoc here in the United States and across the globe. The stock market is plummeting. Sports leagues are suspending their seasons. Schools are sending students home, and the entire U.S. economy has been destabilized. Many experts say this is just the beginning. This is a devastating risk if you're heavy in stocks with no safeguard. Wise investors know to hedge against stock market collapse by utilizing physical precious metals. Noble Gold is a leader in this conservative financial strategy, offering extensive education, patient counsel, and expert guidance by phone. We've helped many first-time investors move their IRAs into gold using our easy 3-step process. There is no time to waste. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com to get your free gold investment guide. noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com.
I want you to join the Association of Mature American Citizens today and stop supporting liberal agendas. AMAC is the fastest growing conservative 50-plus organization in the country. AMAC fights for our faith, our values. Join AMAC for $16 a year and enjoy a growing list of benefits like car insurance, travel discounts, dental plans, and more. Throw away your other senior organization card and join now. GallagherForAMAC.com. Go to GallagherForAMAC.com or call 855-624-6229, 855-624-6229.
Mike Gallagher.
Are you hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 100-plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 400,000 businesses. And right now, listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/America. That's ZipRecruiter.com/America. One more time. To try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/America.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I had a lot of credit card debt, and I couldn't pay my bills. I was feeling so bad. I got to a point where I needed some help. So I reached out and contacted Trinity.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976 to talk to a certified counselor.
They were able to take all of my different payments and put them all together.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands.
And they were actually able to work with my creditors. I've been able to pay off close to $15,000 in the last 18 months.
If your debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Stephanie, and I'm debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
Hi, I'm Karen, owner of Lone Star Transfer.
If you have found yourself stuck in a timeshare, you're not alone. Let us help you. Our process to get you out is done legally, ethically, and quickly. We have an excellent success rate and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Let our family at Lone Star Transfer give you peace of mind. Give us a call today for a no-obligation consultation at 844-284-4863 or online at lonestartransfer.com.
Mike Gallagher.
Hi, Mike. Lori in Minnesota. I am kind of feeling the same way you are, feeling isolated, but I live in a senior co-op. And I make sure that I call my neighbors, and I hope you'll get to know your neighbors. I write letters to my friends that I haven't seen for a while. I don't have Skype, so I don't do that. But there are all kinds of different ways that we don't have to isolate ourselves from the ones we love.
Connecting with one another as a community, knowing your neighbors, checking on your neighbors, especially your elderly neighbors, making sure. I was talking to my son last night, and he deals with a lot of senior citizens in his capacity as somebody who works in the Salvation Army community, and he deals with a lot of low-income housing seniors, and he's going door to door. Bless his heart, he's got his gloves on. I think he's wearing a mask. But he's going door to door saying, hey, it's Micah. Can I go to the grocery? Can I go to the drugstore for you? What can I get you? What can I do for you? And, you know, the joy that those seniors are feeling in having a young man come to their door and make a connection. Now, they're afraid. Some of them don't want to open the door. People are anxious. People are fearful. I keep saying we know what we don't know. And I don't know what the right or wrong thing is to do. I know internally, everybody, every executive, everybody I've spoken to thinks it's a real good idea that I'm home doing the radio show from home, but Rich disagrees. So let's find out. 800-655-MIKE, our number. Hey, Rich, how are you, sir?
How you doing, Mike?
Good, good. So you disagree with me broadcasting from my kitchen?
Yeah, I do, 100%.
100%? Wow. Tell me why.
Well, I'm a small business owner, and my son and my girlfriend, they went back to China. Her parents live in China for Chinese New Year, and now he got sick. He was in the hospital for 6 months, or 6 weeks, excuse me.
Wow.
And he's 100% healthy.
With COVID-19?
No, he just had the flu and then got pneumonia and then got severe respiratory infection, but it wasn't COVID. They tested him 3 times.
Oh, good.
But he's 100%
Thank goodness.
healthy now. But my point was, it's 4 months. They've been almost there for 4 months. They're still dealing with this. This thing's not going away. What are you going to do in 4 months? You stay in your kitchen for 4 months?
What are you disagreeing with when virtually every expert says the way we get ahead of this curve is to not come in contact with each other, in close contact in any way, shape, or form. And when the advice from literally everybody is, if you can work at home, work from home, what is it about that you disagree with?
I disagree because the coronavirus is now going to be with us like the flu. You know, the flu took 65,000 lives last year. Coronavirus is going to take lives every year. It's going to be something we're going to deal with every year. It's in our community now, and you know, the quicker I think everybody's just panicking like crazy, and you know, they need to all calm down, wash their hands. We need to protect our seniors because they're the most vulnerable, you know. But it's the same thing that's happening over in China. You know, they're down to 20 cases a day instead of 1,000 cases a day.
Right.
You know,
I mean, they got ahead of it, and of course they shut China down in many ways. They did what we're doing in Italy. Hundreds of people are dying a day, several hundred people per day. I mean, it seems to me. I mean, I kind of get your frustration, but you're kind of all over the road. On the one hand, you say you realize that you don't like the fact that the country is sort of shutting down. On the other hand, you're recognizing elderly people, vulnerable people. We don't want people to get this thing. So I'm a little perplexed that you seem to suggest that we just keep going on like
Yeah,
business as
I
usual?
think if you're, I'm a small business owner. We go to work every day.
Yep.
You know, if you're in a low impact, you know, we don't see a lot of people. We're pavers. You know, so if you're in a low impact industry, you know, you need to, you know, buck up, go to work, and hide in the house.
I hear you. I mean, you could.
This economy is gonna hurt.
Again, there's a lot of people who don't have the luxury or the ability to work from home, and I totally get it if you're a paver. But characterizing people who are working from home or who are listening to all of the experts with all of the guidelines and characterizing it as hiding at your home, I think that's grossly unfair, Rich. And I mean, I get your frustration. I really do, trying to be very sensitive to it, but I think you're completely mistaken in the way you're trying to characterize this. We go on like everything's fine. If you look at some of the trajectories, and let's look at those. We'll look at Italy and look at the fact that they don't even have room right now to bury people. More coming up. Stick around.
The cyber criminals are coming up with a lot of innovative ways to rip us off. New account fraud, a tactic in which someone opens an account in your name, is on the rise. Another type of identity fraud tricks victims into thinking they've gotten a two-factor authentication text from their bank. And the thieves are trolling public Wi-Fi networks. So many ways that the bad guys can get what's yours. Someone's identity is stolen every 2 seconds. It's important to understand how cybercrime is affecting our lives. Identity theft is another serious issue. You could miss certain threats if you're only monitoring your credit. Everybody ought to have LifeLock. Now, especially when you're home a lot, maybe you're on the computer a lot, LifeLock, of course, detects a wide range of identity threats. Your social security number for sale, for example. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. LifeLock can see threats you might miss on your own. Join now, save up to 25% off your first year when you use the promo code Gallagher. Call 800-LifeLock or go to lifelock.com, promo code Gallagher for 25% off. lifelock.com.
Mike Gallagher.
Hi, this is Alexander Green, Chief Investment Strategist for the Oxford Club. Just for a moment, I'd like you to picture the perfect stock. No doubt it would have hundreds of billions in revenue, more than IBM, Facebook, and Google. It would probably be a leader in cutting-edge technology like smartphones and robotics. It would be on the verge of dozens of blockbuster announcements. But most of all, it would be ultra cheap, trading at less than $3 a share. Now, it may seem crazy that such a stock exists, but it does. It's a cutting-edge tech company that has made deals worth hundreds of millions of dollars with Nokia, Microsoft, and Cisco, and a $29.2 billion deal with Apple. It's set to create 50,000 new jobs right here in America, and Donald Trump even calls it the eighth wonder of the world. Yet you've likely never even heard of the stock. Why? Because it trades under a secret name. To find out why the secret $3 stock can help you retire, simply go to onestockretirement.com. That's onestockretirement.com.
Don't let your home be invaded this season with rats and mice. Keep them away the most humane way with Plug-in Pest Free, 100% chemical free, totally safe for your family and pets, and environmentally friendly. G'day, I'm Scott from Plug-in Pest Free, the electromagnetic pest control device that has been scientifically tested and consumer proven since 1995. Now that's fair income. With a 60-day money-back guarantee and a 2-year manufacturer's warranty, what have you got to lose? Stop inviting unwanted rodents and pests in with baits. Say goodbye to traps and start saving money today with Plug-in Pest Free. Order yours now at gopestfree.com and save 20% with promo code SAVE20. That's gopestfree.com, promo code SAVE20. Are you ready to start saving money? Gopestfree.com, promo code SAVE20. Don't spray and regret, plug in and forget.
Computer systems in cars are the new normal, from electronically controlled transmissions to touchscreen displays to dozens of sensors. But all this advanced tech is expensive to fix if and when it breaks. That's why you need CarShield. CarShield has affordable protection plans that can save you thousands for a covered repair, including computers, GPS, electronics, and more. Monthly plans are flexible with rates as low as $99 a month. You pick your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and CarShield takes care of the rest. They also offer 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is being fixed for free. Drive with confidence, knowing you've got coverage from America's #1 auto protection provider. With monthly payment plans as low as $99 a month, you have nothing to lose. Call 800-CAR-6000 and mention the code Gallagher, or visit carshield.com and use the code Gallagher to save 10%. That's carshield.com, promo code Gallagher. A deductible may apply.
She seems happier. Her fur is so much shinier, silkier, softer. She has really mellowed a lot.
Sheba is 105 lean pounds of shiny, smooth, happy dog for life.
The shedding has stopped. The itching has stopped.
Since 2001, we've helped more than 250,000 dogs get over their nutritional deficiency miseries.
And saved our customers bazillions in vet bills.
Everything we tried failed except the Dynovite.
Come to Dynovite for help.
DINOVITE.com.
If you want the dog to be healthy, you got to feed it something healthy.
The omega-3 fatty acids, flaxseed, zinc, alfalfa, the digestive enzymes that are cooked out of regular dog food.
Dynovite is nutrition.
Dynovite for life.
Don't let your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy.
Come to Dynovite for help.
859-428-1000.
859-428-1000.
DINOVITE.com.
Ah, tax season. Opening the mailbox and... What? Someone already filed my return? During tax season, personal info like your name or social security number may be emailed and shared more than usual. LifeLock monitors for unauthorized use of your personal information, notifies you if something potentially suspicious is detected, and works to fix it if you become a victim of identity theft. No one can prevent all identity theft, but join now and save 25%. Head to LifeLock.com and enter promo code SMART.
Comments about the last caller who was sort of taking me to task for working from home. I'm not going to get angry at him. There's no right or wrong for anybody. That's what's so important here. I don't know what the right or wrong is on the stimulus package, and I want to get into this. I want to start talking. The president tweeted out this morning, for all the people who are out of work because of the important and necessary containment policies, for instance, the shutting down of hotels, bars, and restaurants, money will soon be coming to you. The onslaught of the Chinese virus is not your fault, will be stronger than ever. And of course, that infuriates the PC crowd who feel you can't call it or shouldn't call it the Chinese virus. It is a Chinese virus. It is the Chinese virus. It's the Wuhan virus. It is a virus that originated in China, and we should never forget that. No, it's silly to pretend it didn't. Why, you look at all the lists of viruses, pandemics, epidemics, from West Nile to, all the different, my goodness, it's a silly argument, but it's him making a point. And incidentally, he's getting praised from a lot of unlikely characters right now. He's getting lots of, it almost makes me nervous. Even some leftist publications are saying he's acting like a strong leader. Well, here's what's the cut number, guys? Here's cut 13. Dana Bash. Now, she's one of the never Trump, always hate Trump, anti-Trump CNN. And she's been right there with all the rest of them with the pitchforks and the torches. Listen to her characterization last night of President Trump's latest reactions and directives and handling of the coronavirus crisis. This is from CNN and Gravian.
But if you look at the big picture, this was remarkable from the President of the United States. This is a nonpartisan, this is an important thing to note and to applaud from an American standpoint, from a human standpoint. He is being the kind of leader that people need, at least in tone today and yesterday, in tone that people need and want and yearn for in times of crisis and uncertainty. But if you look at the big picture, this was remarkable.
For you that Dana Bash is no longer employed at CNN. This was her last day. They gave her papers. They said, we're sorry. Security escorted her out of the. I mean, and really, people did flip out. People on social media were taking her to task. You're not supposed to say anything positive about this guy if you work at CNN. Not allowed to. Portions of our show brought to you by AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. We're going to check in with Andy Mangione like we do every Wednesday. We're going to find out AMAC's response to the coronavirus crisis in America. Find out more, by the way, go to GallagherforAMAC.com, GallagherforAMAC.com, or call 855-624-6229, GallagherforAMAC.com. Okay, the president says money is coming. People are going to get checks in the mail. The check is in the mail. What do you make of that? Are you on board with a maybe $1 trillion+ economic stimulus? Bobby on the Mike Gallagher Show, 22 before the hour in the ReliefFactor.com studios. How you doing, Bobby? You hanging in there?
Doing okay. How about yourself?
Hanging, doing the best you can.
Yeah, I hear you, man. So, yeah, I think the stimulus is a great idea. It needs to happen, in my opinion. Not only financially helps people, but it also kind of boosts morale when they have an extra, when they have a president that's willing to say, okay, guys, I know this sucks for everybody, but here you go. This is, the best we can do right now. What I kind of worry about is the bar owners. These guys are out of their, I'm in Florida, and, Ron DeSantis, which, I love him as a governor, and, I understand he's just doing what he thinks is best for us, but closing these bars down and whatnot for 30 days. This right now is the absolute busiest time of the year for us. Spring break, March, April.
And Bobby, you've seen what's been happening. All the video images of all the kids, the thousands of kids that are along the beaches at Clearwater Beach, St. Pete, all of the beaches.
I live about 10 minutes from there. I work where I work. I can see Clearwater Beach, and I know exactly what.
And you've heard the condemnation. Those idiot kids, what are they doing? How stupid? Why don't young people take this seriously? You're hearing all that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm in the hospitality industry. I mean, I'm a chef at a hotel. So
what do you say to somebody who said, what do you say? What do you say to people who are saying that these kids are being irresponsible, that Florida, the Governor DeSantis ought to close the beaches? What do you say to them?
I understand their worry and I understand their concern. However, I get it. The virus is a serious thing. It's spreadable. I get it. But this is detrimental to our local economy and our community. And I'm so 50-50. I get it that it's very dangerous and all that. But as somebody that works in the hospitality industry, I mean, I write people's schedules and I'm taking them off. I'm calling them and saying, hey, you have to start using some of your paid time off because I have no hours for you.
People are going to be laid off. People are going to be fired. There's going to be, you say it's detrimental to the local economy. That's the understatement of the century. Of course it's detrimental. People are going to lose jobs. And that's what the president is trying to get ahead of right now. If this thing goes on for weeks or months, you're right. This is spring break in Florida. People are seeing thousands of people on the beaches. Although I will tell you, I just talked to a friend of mine, a neighbor who owns a restaurant in the neighborhood where I live. And he said, we've lost tons of business already. The exodus has already happened. Incidentally, in Florida, Governor DeSantis, here's the rule for restaurants. In many communities, the restaurants are closed completely. I think Joey Hudson was telling me yesterday, I believe, that in the upstate of South Carolina, all restaurants, bars closed across the board. Here in Florida, restaurants are allowed to remain open in seating areas. However, they have to be at 50% capacity max. And I think they're being advised that patrons are supposed to sit 6 feet apart from each other. Now, again, you got some pragmatic things. You got some practical problems with that. If you don't have a large seating area, how do you space patrons 6 feet apart? But here's what, for example, Cut 9 from Fox News yesterday. Here's Greg Gutfeld from the 5 ripping those kids, Bobby, that you're talking about, the thousands of beachgoers who don't seem to be heeding the advice to stay away from congregating in large crowds.
I don't think we should be surprised that young people engage in high-risk activity. At that age, young people already don't understand the effects of dumb behavior on their mortality. They have the highest death rates in car accidents, and they do really stupid things. Now you want them to see how their behavior affects others, like Gramps and Granny. And if they can't understand that, then they're not worth talking to. But that's the problem, because now it's no longer about them. We almost need to lie to them. You have to tell them that it's a sexually transmitted disease, because then they won't go to spring break. If you said this is worse than herpes, then they might go home. But I do think that there needs to be consequences in order for them to understand the importance of this.
You know, this is one of those philosophical crossroads where we do have a conflict between what people want to believe and what we're being told. Now, today, an important interview with Dr. Anthony Fauci on this show. I hope you have a chance to listen to it. After we conduct the interview, we'll post it at mikeonline.com and on our YouTube channel. But we are being told that symptomatic or asymptomatic doesn't matter. If I hear one more person tell me, well, I'm feeling fine. Doctor says I'm feeling fine. I don't have any symptoms. We're being told that the vast majority of people who are positive for coronavirus have zero symptoms. And so if we don't want to start seeing thousands and thousands of people get critically ill, many people die, I'm understanding the logic of staying away from one another until we get ahead of the curve, until we flatten the curve, as they say. But you got people that are saying, come on, I feel all right. What's the deal? I'm going to go around. I'm going to do my job. Incidentally, Lance, I know, has been following up with Marianne. I'll give you an update on his conversation with her. Yesterday, a caller saying, hey, I think I'm positive. I've had symptoms. I've been exposed to people who have tested positive, but I got to do my job and I have to come in contact, not physical contact, but I got to do my job where I interact with other people. That was Marianne from San Antonio yesterday. And ultimately, again, a lot of people angry, a lot of people frustrated, worried. Incidentally, Kevin Durant, one of the biggest NBA stars in the world, testing positive for COVID-19. The Bay Area of San Francisco ordering shelter in place. You're only allowed to leave your home for essentials. It is a possibility that could happen in New York City. I don't know how they pull that off in New York. But then again, one would say, how do they pull it off in the Bay Area of California? 16 minutes before the hour, seniors, all the emphasis in the world right now on our senior citizens. And I am so proud to advocate for AMAC every day on this radio show. We're going to talk to Andy Mangione from the Association of Mature American Citizens coming up, find out what AMAC is doing, weathering the storm, confronting the virus. The president calls it the silent enemy, but we are going to defeat it. And we're going to get together. We're going to get through this together as Americans, because if anybody can do it, we can. Stick around from the kitchen. I haven't seen any comments yet about the kitchen decor behind me. You can check it out. We decided to move the show. Incidentally, you see Savannah Guthrie is doing the Today Show from her kitchen, or from her home anyway. Promise you, her kitchen's bigger than mine. But I'm very blessed to have the resources to broadcast from home, and we're doing so. Again, if you're watching us on the stream on YouTube, on our YouTube channel or MikeOnline.com, please do not mock any of my kitchen decor behind me. I didn't even have time to tidy up. I should show you the stack of Diet Cokes, water, and toilet paper I have in the corner. More coming up on this Wednesday edition of the Mike Gallagher Show. Stay with us.
You know, when you have back pain, when you have neck pain, pain from a nice solid workout at the gym, it can be a bear to try to get rid of it. You know what I mean? You get ibuprofen, the doctor warns you, don't take too much, it'll affect your liver. You don't want to get on prescription pain pills. You know what a nightmare that can be and the crisis we have. How about a natural way to get out of pain like I've discovered? It's called Relief Factor. You've seen Pete and Seth Talbot on TV. So proud to be partners with them. I've been telling you for a long time about this pain relief product that's made from wild-caught fish oils and botanicals. It works. It's real simple. It goes to work on the inflammation that causes pain. And Pete and Seth have put together a low-cost way for you to try it for yourself and see if it works. 3-week quick start, $19.95. If after 3 weeks it isn't working for you, just notify Relief Factor. You're only out $20. Isn't it worth it to see if you too will get out of the pain? ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com, or call 800-500-8384, 800-500-8384 for Relief Factor.
Mike Gallagher.
Hi, I'm Karen, owner of Lone Star Transfer. If you have found yourself stuck in a timeshare, you're not alone. It must have been such a surprise to find out something you were told had value has none at all. Thankfully, we can help. Let us do for you what we continue to do for thousands of others. Our process is done legally, ethically, and quickly. We have an excellent success rate and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are family-owned, and I have my son Tyler here with me. Tyler, why don't you talk about what makes Lone Star Transfer different from any other company?
Great, I'd love to. Our customer service is second to none. We guarantee in writing a specific time frame in which we will get you out of your timeshare unlike any other company. We will personally make sure your experience is a pleasant one.
Let Lone Star Transfer give you peace of mind. Give us a call today for a no-obligation consultation at 844-284-4863 or online at lonestartransfer.com.
You know, the team at MyPillow is so grateful for you. So grateful they've got an incredible offer. A buy one, get one free on their incredible Giza Dream Sheets. Mike Lindell has come out with the world's most comfortable bed sheets. You won't believe how soft, smooth, and silky these sheets are, made from the best cotton on earth. If you buy one set of Giza Dream Sheets, available in a variety of colors, you can get the second sheet set absolutely free. Go to MyPillow.com, look for the Mike Gallagher radio listener box, and make sure you click on that and then enter the promo code MikeG. Buy a set of Giza Dream Sheets, the most comfortable bed sheets you'll ever sleep in, and then get the second set absolutely free for a limited time. Buy one, get one free. MyPillow.com, promo code MikeG. MyPillow.com, promo code MikeG, or call 800-928-6034, 800-928-6034, promo code MikeG.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Promo code MikeG.
Computer systems in cars are the new normal, from electronically controlled transmissions to touchscreen displays to dozens of sensors. But all this advanced tech is expensive to fix if and when it breaks. That's why you need CarShield. CarShield has affordable protection plans that can save you thousands for a covered repair, including computers, GPS, electronics, and more. Monthly plans are flexible with rates as low as $99 a month. You pick your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and CarShield takes care of the rest. They also offer 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is being fixed for free. Drive with confidence, knowing you've got coverage from America's #1 auto protection provider. With monthly payment plans as low as $99 a month, you have nothing to lose. Call 800-CAR-6000 and mention the code Gallagher, or visit carshield.com and use the code Gallagher to save 10%. That's carshield.com, promo code Gallagher. A deductible may apply.
Is your child tackling new challenges in math this year? Are they striving to get ahead of the pack? Give your child an edge this school year with Mathnasium. We're the authority on math education, with more than 1,000 franchise learning centers worldwide. Our expert instructors teach each student face-to-face, using customized learning plans to help them achieve their academic goals all year long. Find a learning center near you at mathnasium.com to schedule your no-obligation first visit. Mathnasium. We're changing lives through math.
Mike Gallagher.
Yeah, hi. I'd just like to say it's ironic how quickly all of our rights have eroded. I cannot The government's telling me where to go, what I can do, how many people I can hang out with. I just tried to go into a business and they immediately jammed a thermometer in my ear without even really asking my permission. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous.
Americans suffer. There is a graciousness and a goodness to the American spirit that always impresses me. We've had a number of donations to our Food for the Poor campaign. I'm so grateful to everybody who's stepping up. I mean, listen, with all the attention focused on the coronavirus, I didn't know that many of you would step up and show the love of Christ for poor, starving children and their families. Thank you to everybody who's helping. Please go to my website, mikeonline.com. A gift of $80 will provide a hungry child in a place like Haiti or Guatemala with food for an entire year and water for life. It feels good to do God's work and to do some good in these perilous times. You could go to mikeonline.com, click on the Feed Starving Families banner, or just pick up the phone, have your credit card, call 844-860-HOPE. You know, with the stimulus and all the things that are going on, I mean, frankly, some of us, we're going to say, hey, don't give us $1,000. We got to give it to people who are relying on tips, who are challenged. Well, listen, if you're in that position where you're doing well right now, it's a good day to do God's work. Food for the Poor. Go to mikeonline.com or call 844-860-HOPE.
Breaking now on the Mike Gallagher Show.
A couple of breaking news items to report before we bring in my friend Andy Mangione from AMAC. The president says the United States will close the border to Canada to non-essential traffic. So only essential traffic will be going to and from the United States and Canada. Also, Senator Bernie Sanders is going to assess his campaign with his supporters following his 3 crushing defeats last night. According to Sanders' campaign, his campaign manager released a statement saying that the campaign is now in assessment mode. After last night, the 3 big wins for Joe Biden, it's over for Bernie Sanders. He will not be the nominee. It's going to be Joe Biden. Let's welcome on our guest line and on Skype Andy Mangione, who serves as AMAC's Vice President for Government Relations. Of course, the Association of Mature American Citizens. Andy, your focus is constantly seniors, our senior citizens. We keep talking about the vulnerable population in our country to the coronavirus. What's AMAC doing in terms of the whole coronavirus epidemic? I know that your seniors are turning to you guys for direction, for guidance, for leadership.
Well, we're doing a couple of different things, Mike. You were at our national conference last year, and we postponed it. We were going to hold our conference in April in Orlando, and we made the decision to postpone our advocacy conference until September, till everything kind of quiets down. We know we made the right decision, Mike, because we spoke to each attendee individually, and they were glad that we were taking these precautionary measures. We're disappointed that we had to do it, but we feel it's the prudent thing to do.
Of course it is. And you know, you guys are advocates on Capitol Hill and all over the country for seniors. This is a time when a lot of seniors need assistance. I'm sure you guys haven't had time yet to craft an official position, but it does seem like the government is being very proactive and responsive to the needs of our seniors who may be really, really isolated and economically challenged right now, Andy.
Absolutely. And it's funny that you mentioned crafting a statement. We'll be releasing a statement, hopefully, probably tomorrow. We're putting the finishing touches on it with regard to some of the legislation that's coming out to deal with the virus. We were happy to see folks on Medicare will see no increase with regard to testing or treatment for the COVID virus. Also, we feel that information is key, Mike. We're featuring interviews on our podcasts with both a telemedicine physician to detail the benefits of this kind of treatment, as well as with a board-certified emergency room doctor to talk about the specifics of the COVID-19 virus as they pertain to our demographic, which is an at-risk demographic, to give people information on what to do to prevent the spread, what to do if they are afflicted by it, just to calm people down and to continue the free flow of information. And we realize it is a dynamic situation.
I'm so grateful to have AMAC in my corner. Hey, I'm going to be 60 in a couple of weeks. I'm knocking on 60, and I'm thrilled to be a member of AMAC. You should join me and the over 2 million of us who belong to AMAC. Go to GallagherForAMAC.com, GallagherForAMAC.com. It's $16 a year for your AMAC senior card, or you give them a call, 855-624-6229, 855-624-6229. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you, Mike. God bless.
Coming up, the Bay Area, San Francisco, a shelter-in-place law or rule or directive, whatever you want to call it. Is New York City next? Could your city be next? Coronavirus coverage exclusively here on the Mike Gallagher Show every hour. Don't go away.
Anything you can do at the post office, you can do from home or wherever you are with Stamps.com. Their on-demand postage means you skip that line at the post office, you save money with big discounts that you can't get at the post office. Stamps.com brings all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer. You could be a small office, maybe sending invoices. You're an online seller, shipping out products, even a big warehouse sending thousands of packages. Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Stamps.com is so easy. It's a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters. There's no equipment to lease, no long-term commitments. Right now, our listeners can get a special offer. You'll get a free week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in Mike G. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone in the top corner of the homepage, type in Mike G. I've been a Stamps.com customer for years. Trust me on this. Stamps.com, enter Mike G.
Tax season. Opening the mailbox and what? Someone already filed my return? During tax season, personal info like your name or social security number may be emailed and shared more than usual. LifeLock monitors for unauthorized use of your personal information, notifies you if something potentially suspicious is detected, and works to fix it if you become a victim of identity theft. No one can prevent all identity theft, but join now and save 25%. Head to lifelock.com and enter promo code SMART.
Is your child tackling new challenges in math this year? Are they striving to get ahead of the pack? Give your child an edge this school year with Mathnasium. We're the authority on math education, with more than 1,000 franchise learning centers worldwide. Our expert instructors teach each student face-to-face, using customized learning plans to help them achieve their academic goals all year long. Find a learning center near you at mathnasium.com to schedule your no-obligation first visit. Mathnasium. We're changing lives through math.
Mike Gallagher. Computer systems in cars are the new normal, from electronically controlled transmissions to touchscreen displays to dozens of sensors. But all this advanced tech is expensive to fix if and when it breaks. That's why you need CarShield. CarShield has affordable protection plans that can save you thousands for a covered repair, including computers, GPS, electronics, and more. Monthly plans are flexible with rates as low as $99 a month. You pick your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and CarShield takes care of the rest. They also offer 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is being fixed for free. Drive with confidence, knowing you've got coverage from America's #1 auto protection provider. With monthly payment plans as low as $99 a month, you have nothing to lose. Call 800-CAR-6000 and mention the code Gallagher, or visit carshield.com and use the code Gallagher to save 10%. That's carshield.com, promo code Gallagher. A deductible may apply.
This is a special edition of The Mike Gallagher Show, Coronavirus in America.
We're using the full power of the federal government to defeat the virus, and that's what we've been doing. For a while, life is not going to be the way it used to be in the United States.
As we face this national emergency pandemic, now's the time for knowledge and clarity. And this is the place to get it.
We're going into a full crisis footing. This is a wartime dynamic. We have to think about helping each other in different ways.
The president made very decisive decisions quickly.
2020 is definitely going to be one for the history books. And as we take it all in, we know that we'll get through this together. We're America. And now, here's Mike.
And the District of Columbia, as we are continuing to navigate these very, very choppy waters. Welcome in to the Mike Gallagher Show. Again, special edition, our coronavirus coverage. There's also political news. Joe Biden is going to be the Democrat nominee for president. I really don't see any other way around that path. Last night, he posted decisive wins in three key states, including where I'm in right now, the state of Florida. It wasn't even close. He clobbered Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders' campaign is finished. His staff issued a statement this morning indicating that they are now going to assess his candidacy. At this point, it's just an ego thing if he continues to stay in the race. And it looks like November will be a contest between President Trump and former Vice President Biden. We've, as I told you earlier in the week, made the decision to move this show to my home, broadcasting from my kitchen, getting some nice comments on the MyPillow text line about the background. Nobody's really making fun of my decorator choices or decorating ideas. I didn't have anything to do with it. It's not me, but this is where we'll be. And you know, with that move, I got a little emotional last night when I wrote a note confirming our transition to the home studio here. It's the first time I've really broadcast from my new condo in Florida. And Barb Yoder, you know, just an emotional note back. We're going to miss you. We get it. Stay safe. Stay well. Of course, everybody is being told in America, if you can work from home, you should work from home. And companies are having to do that. I just keep thinking about the people who don't have the luxury of working from home, who won't be working at all, who are home alone, scared, apprehensive, uncertain. And there's just a lot. This is where we go to our foundation, you know, and we are, as I say over and over, a Judeo-Christian nation where we pray, we hang on to each other, and we get through something like this. And it's the great unknown that just continues to plague all of us. We don't know if this is the right thing to do. It does feel like America is shutting down. It does feel like we are on the verge of somehow trying to self-quarantine an entire nation. They've done it in the Bay Area of San Francisco. Now there are reports that it's going to happen in New York City. Mayor de Blasio yesterday saying New Yorkers should be prepared for the possibility of a shelter-in-place order within 48 hours. Now, the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, pushed back. This is cut 10 from Fox News and Grabian, where Cuomo seemed to directly contradict what de Blasio said.
There are many rumors out there, part of the fear, the anxiety. People spread rumors. Well, maybe you're going to quarantine New York City. We hear New York City is going to quarantine itself. That is not true. That cannot happen. It cannot happen legally. No city in the state can quarantine itself without state approval. And I have no interest whatsoever and no plan whatsoever to quarantine any city.
So that gave, I guess, some relief to millions of New Yorkers who really did have to look at the possibility of staying in their home for weeks, maybe months. Cuomo also went on, initially that first day, he held a press conference that was so reprehensible in his level of vitriol and criticism of the federal government. He's had apparently extensive conversations with President Trump, and suddenly bygones are bygones. Here's cut number one, where Andrew Cuomo was effusive in his praise of the Trump administration's response to COVID-19.
His team has been on it. I know a team when they're on it, and I know a team when they're not on it. His team is on it. They've been responsive late at night, early in the morning, and they've thus far been doing everything that they can do, and I want to say thank you, and I want to say that I appreciate it.
I didn't make it up. That's not a Cuomo impersonator. First of all, this is also not a Dana Bash impersonator. If you think that was pretty wild, how about Dana Bash, cut 13, on President Trump's leadership in the last 24 to 48 hours? Again, I want you to brace yourself. What you're hearing is from CNN anchor Dana Bash.
But if you look at the big picture, this was remarkable from the President of the United States. This is a nonpartisan, this is an important thing to note and to applaud from an American standpoint, from a human standpoint. He is being the kind of leader that people need, at least in tone, today and yesterday, in tone that people need and want and yearn for in times of crisis and uncertainty.
We wish Dana Bash all the best in her new endeavor, now that she will be fired from CNN for daring to compliment the President of the United States. Other breaking news, the President announcing that we are going to have, they're closing the border between the United States, limited to essential travel only. So lots to keep. Everything is fluid. Everything is breaking. I want to connect with you because honestly, and I'm not trying to be morbid here, but I'm like many of you. Now I'm home in my kitchen. If you want to see what my kitchen looks like, and somebody just texted me, what's in the bowl? I don't know, some green things that were there when I moved in, like green ferns or I don't know, little plants. See, here we go with the decorating critique. But I'm like many of you, at home, uncertain. Let's connect to one another. I'm also very interested in talking to somebody who might be in self-quarantine, who has been diagnosed with coronavirus. I'd love to kind of hear your voice, see how you're doing, talk to you a little bit as we go through all this. We're also going to take you to the floor of the U.S. Senate, where right now Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is addressing the chamber on the coronavirus funding bill. We're talking maybe $1 trillion. The president says money is coming directly to Americans. We want to bring you up to date on that as well. Welcome in to this special edition of the Mike Gallagher Show, the kitchen edition of the Mike Gallagher Show, but it's still the ReliefFactor.com studios. Our number is 1-800-655-MIKE. Press 1 to come on air with us. Press 2 to leave a voicemail message. Again, always text us your comments to the MyPillow text line, which is also 800-655-6453. And please never text and drive, although there's a lot less people driving these days, huh? Welcome in, your voice, your perspective, and all the breaking news coming up here on the Mike Gallagher Show. You.
It's a joy to tell you about the Association of Mature American Citizens. I saw some big political ad last night, and I noticed a little tiny graph at the bottom, little graphics paid for by the AARP. You see, they're a big liberal lobbying organization. A lot of people don't realize that. You don't have to spend your money with a liberal lobbying group that has not championed the values that AMAC has. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, $16 a year. You get your AMAC senior card. You get discounts on everything from hotels and travel and all kinds of benefits that you get everywhere else. And you have an organization fighting for your values, a conservative organization fighting against reckless government spending and the expanding scope of the feds. They're pro-small business and securing our borders. Join AMAC today. You'll be glad you did. Tear up your AARP card and go to GallagherforAMAC.com, GallagherforAMAC.com, or just call 855-624-6229.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
I do high school ball. I umpire softball and baseball. So I'm very busy and very active. And the main thing I've noticed since I started Balance of Nature is when I do these baseball, softball tournaments, I don't deal with cramps anymore, which has really been a big deal. Because I used to be basically after 2 days of a tournament, I would be bound up with cramping a good bit of the next day, and now I don't deal with it at all. So that's a real good thing.
Don't wait to see what getting over 10 servings of whole fruits and vegetables every day can do for you. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order of fruits and veggies. Start your journey to better health today by calling 1-800-2468-751 or by going to balanceofnature.com and make sure to receive this special radio offer by using discount code MikeG.
Have you found yourself stuck in a timeshare? You're not alone, that's for sure. It must have been such a surprise to find out something you were told had value has none at all. Thankfully, my friends at Lone Star Transfer can help. Let them do for you what they continue to do for thousands of others around the country. Their process is done legally, ethically, and quickly. Lone Star Transfer also has a 99% success rate and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They're family-owned, and their customer service is second to none. They will personally make sure your experience is a delightful one. Let Lone Star Transfer give you peace of mind. Don't let ongoing maintenance fees be your legacy. Give my friends at Lone Star Transfer a call today. You'll get a no-obligation consultation. Call 844-310-3116. That's 844-310-3116. Again, 844-310-3116, or online at MikeForLST.com. That's MikeForLST.com. MikeForLST.com.
Mike Gallagher.
Gold is on a run again. Experts say the coronavirus could tank global economies, so investors are heading for safe havens to avoid losing value in their IRAs, 401ks, and stocks. Don't stand on the sidelines and watch your accounts dwindle day by day. Head for safety and catch the gold rally now. Protect and grow your financial future today with a call to American Bullion, the leader in gold investments. You have valid concerns, and we have simple solutions for all needs and budgets. In fact, we specialize in first-time gold buyers just like you. Find out about American Bullion's hassle-free process to transfer any portion of your IRA, 401k, or stocks into the long-term safety of a gold IRA today. Call 800-600-4849 and ask about our free gold guide. Call 800-600-4849. Grow your financial future with the rising value of physical gold and protect yourself during this worldwide crisis. Call the leader, American Bullion, 800-600-4849.
Investments have been absolutely hammered over the past week, so I'm going to give you an easy win, something you could save money on month after month after month. Right now, switch your wireless provider. Trust me, you're paying too much. Pure Talk USA will give you unlimited talk and text for just $20 a month. And if you're an AMAC member, you could pay as little as $10 a month. $10 a month for wireless. Just dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher, and you're going to get this incredible offer. Pure Talk USA covers 99% of America. Their U.S.-based customer service is unrivaled. No crazy contracts, no ridiculous fees. Their president and CEO is a U.S. veteran. You can even keep your phone and your number. When your investments are down, you want to save as much as you can. Dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher, and start saving today. Dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher. I'm a Pure Talk USA USA customer, you ought to be too. Dial pound 250 and say Mike Gallagher. Pure Talk USA, simply smarter wireless. I want you to join the Association of Mature American Citizens today and stop supporting liberal agendas. AMAC is the fastest growing conservative 50-plus organization in the country. AMAC fights for our faith, our values. Join AMAC for $16 a year and enjoy a growing list of benefits like car insurance, travel discounts, dental plans, and more. Throw away your other senior organization card and join now. GallagherForAMAC.com. Go to GallagherForAMAC.com or call 855-624-6229, 855-624-6229.
Breaking now on The Mike Gallagher Show.
Every day, our country grows more affected by the continued spread of the coronavirus. Every American is feeling the anxiety and uncertainty of this national challenge. Older Americans and young Americans, healthy Americans, and those with underlying medical conditions, parents and teachers, working Americans, and small business owners. Certainly our first responders and healthcare professionals. Everyone is impacted in different ways and to different degrees, but all Americans are affected. All of us have seen our daily lives transformed in what feels like the blink of an eye. That's the bad news. And it's the good news, too, that we're all in this together, Madam President, all in it together. Our nation faces a serious challenge, but working together, we can take bold steps to combat it. Earlier this month, Congress passed billions in urgent funding for public health and small businesses, and this Senate majority remains committed to taking further bold steps to preserve and protect the economic foundations of our country. Later today, the Senate will vote on a House proposal that seeks to address
How would you like to get 1 ounce of pure silver absolutely free? This is not a joke. Right now, if you call 855-609-2585, Goldco will send you a free 1 ounce silver American Eagle coin, and all you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. That's it. This same coin sells for more than $20 online, but you can get one right now for free. Just pay for shipping and handling. Now, there is a limit of 1 per household, and at this price, who knows how long this offer will last. So if you want to get your free 1 ounce silver American Eagle, you just need to call 855-609-2585 right now. That's 855-609-2585 to get your free 1 ounce silver American Eagle. This is not a joke. Get 1 ounce of pure silver absolutely free. Call 855-609-2585. That's 855-609-2585.
Mike Gallagher.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I had a lot of credit card debt and I couldn't pay my bills. I was feeling so bad. I got to a point where I needed some help. So I reached out and contacted Trinity.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976 to talk to a certified counselor.
They were able to take all of my different payments and put them all together.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands.
And they were actually able to work with my creditors. I've been able to pay off close to $15,000 in the last 18 months.
If your debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Stephanie, and I'm debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
Are you hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 100 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 400,000 businesses. And right now, listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/America. That's ZipRecruiter.com/America. One more time. To try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/America.
Investments have been absolutely hammered over the past week, so I'm going to give you an easy win, something you could save money on month after month after month. Right now, switch your wireless provider. Trust me, you're paying too much. Pure Talk USA will give you unlimited talk and text for just $20 a month. And if you're an AMAC member, you could pay as little as $10 a month. $10 a month for wireless. Just dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher, and you're going to get this incredible offer. Pure Talk USA covers 99% of America. Their U.S.-based customer service is unrivaled. No crazy contracts, no ridiculous fees. Their president and CEO is a U.S. veteran. You can even keep your phone and your number. When your investments are down, you want to save as much as you can. Dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher, and start saving today. Dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher. I'm a Pure Talk USA customer. You ought to be too. Dial pound 250 and say Mike Gallagher. Pure Talk USA. Simply smarter wireless.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
My story begins with debt, a lot of debt, credit card debt, and I heard a commercial for Trinity. I gave them a call.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
When I first called, I was a little embarrassed and kind of ashamed, and I looked at the numbers and I saw how quickly that astronomical debt that was in my life would go away.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands.
What I would tell other people, please pick up the phone and call Trinity. Just let them put together a program and see how affordable and easy it is to pay off your debt.
Call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976. That's 1-800-990-6976.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I just feel great. It gives me energy. It's not like too much energy where I'm flying all over the place, but it is just the right amount. I just feel so good. I love taking Balance of Nature.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code MikeG.
Mike Gallagher.
One problem with the payroll tax is that lots of people aren't getting paid, especially those of us on tips and commission. There are lots of people who only eat what we kill. So payroll tax would be way, way, way too delayed. So straight commission and tipped employees really need some help.
We've got to do something different besides the stimulus package. With the Imperial College report that just came out, this could last up to 18 months as far as the isolation and the time necessary to come up with a vaccine. So I don't think $1,000 is going to help the people. And then what? We've spent $1 trillion for 1 or 2 months of reprieve.
Mike, if we can have the virus and show no symptoms, why are they telling people not to get the test unless they have symptoms like a fever?
Day for me is, why is there this mixed message? And we're going to get an answer from Dr. Anthony Fauci, who is scheduled to join us today. He is, of course, been the face, the leading expert of this entire crisis. He's the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. He has advised 6 presidents on global domestic health issues. He's going to join us today, and I'm going to ask him about this apparent contradiction, because if people are walking around positive with coronavirus and have not been tested, and indeed their own doctor is not testing them because they're asymptomatic, I have to tell you exactly what people are taking away from that. Oh, I'm fine. I can go do what I want to do because I don't have any symptoms. Let me share a couple of personal stories with you. First of all, I've got a friend in New York who was exposed, likely, to a couple of co-workers who tested positive for coronavirus. He went to the whole business had everybody in this company sent to doctors. He went to the doctor yesterday. The doctor they gave him a mask. As soon as he walked into the doctor's office, he's examined by the doctor, and then she says, "What symptoms do you have?" He says, "Well, not really. I was sick earlier. I had, some flu-like symptoms a week or 2 ago, but he's asymptomatic now." The doctor said, "We would prefer not to test you and save the test for people who are exhibiting symptoms. Now, again, this is confusing to me because if he was in a confined area with coworkers who have since tested positive and had symptoms earlier, I'm talking like a week or so ago, but the fact that he doesn't have symptoms now sends a message that everything's okay for him. He can go to the store, he can go out. Now, she recommended he not, but a self-quarantine after a positive diagnosis is a very different thing from staying away from people. You know, I mean, it's just that's a different argument altogether, or that's a different process altogether. It's like the shelter in place that New York, that Mayor de Blasio said New York may enact within 48 hours. It's the shelter in place they're doing right now in the Bay Area of California, in San Francisco. They're saying you cannot leave, you should not leave your home except for essential trips to the grocery store, the pharmacy, whatever. Now, that is a whole different ball of wax from a self-quarantine where you cannot come in contact with anybody because you are testing positive for coronavirus. I honestly don't understand that. And if you can tell me, let me know. Let me tell you why it's problematic. I have talked to people who were at CPAC, for example, who are very convinced, hey, I'm fine. Doctor says I'm fine. Doctors essentially cleared me. Oh, okay, the doctor's cleared you. What does that mean? Because have you been tested for coronavirus? Well, no. No, the test wasn't available when I went to the doctor a few days ago or a week ago or whatever it was, but he's cleared me. Well, wait a minute. You can be asymptomatic and be a carrier. You haven't been cleared for anything. Should you self-quarantine? Again, these are all questions. My real deep concern is that people are confusing a lack of symptoms with the possibility that you are a carrier, that you are positive for coronavirus. 800-655-MIKE. Meanwhile, boy, as if there isn't anything else to deal with, of course, we've got a big political story emerging. Bernie Sanders is finished. I mean, he got clobbered in all three primary states where the primaries were held yesterday. His campaign has issued a statement saying that they are reassessing, or that they are assessing, not reassessing, assessing Senator Sanders' future. It seems very clear to me he's done. It's Joe Biden. I don't see any other. And of course, the coronavirus thing has taken our whole political process and turned it on its ear. Because you got a whole different ball game now with no more rallies, no more gatherings, no more debates with people. It's a whole different circumstance. Also, breaking news: Salt Lake City has been hit by a. I'm sorry, the screen is misspelling by Lance, so I don't know. 5.4 magnitude earthquake. So Salt Lake City, some breaking news of 5.4 magnitude earthquake hitting Salt Lake City. That's all we need, right? Let's just add an earthquake to our plate, as if we don't have enough. Portions of our show are brought to you by Fellowship Home Loans here. 20 minutes before the hour, lots of people are going to Fellowship Home Loans right now because of the historic low interest rates. Call 800-510-MIKE or go to fellowshiphomeloans.com. Fellowship Home Loans, welcome home. Let's go to Rob. Hey, Rob, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Mike. I hope you are as well.
We're doing the best we can, you know?
Yes,
Tough
sir.
times.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, just wanted to touch base with you on this stimulus package. You hear people saying, yeah, we need it. Yeah, we need it. Then you hear people say, no, we don't need it. To me, and this is just me personally, I don't need it. I understand that there are people that do need it. My problem with these people that do need it, they hate President Trump. Why?
Well, they don't all. That's not fair. I mean, that's a kind of a broad brush there. I mean, there's plenty of people that are hardworking, waitresses and waiters and people that are out of work who love the president and support the president.
Yes, sir. I'll take those words back. Maybe I just misspoke a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I know what you're saying. I mean, I'm sure that what you're saying is if you've been opposing the Trump's agenda for 3 years, if you've been calling him every name under
yes, sir,
the book, it seems weird. But I think it's a time, Rob, and I just really believe that nobody should be getting any kind of preferential treatment or political ideology. Look at what's happening right now. There's Cuomo praising Trump. The governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, hates this guy. And that first day was saying some of the most horrific things. I couldn't believe how bad it was. Federal government doesn't know what it's doing, and blah, blah, blah. All this nonsense. Well, here he was last night, cut number 1 from Fox News and Grabian. Listen to this about face from Andrew Cuomo.
His team has been on it. I know a team when they're on it, and I know a team when they're not on it. His team is on it. They've been responsive late at night, early in the morning, and they've thus far been doing everything that they can do, and I want to say thank you, and I want to say that I appreciate it.
Now, I get that he's trying to make the distinction of the team, but nonetheless, later, President Trump, Derek, let's find that audio clip where President Trump himself was praising Andrew Cuomo, saying that we're working together. We've had great conversations. So there has got to be, I'm sorry, Rob, I can appreciate what you're saying. I'm not trying to shoot you down. There's no time for partisanship right now. That seems to be dissipating. Right now, the left and the politically correct dimwits are sort of clinging to whether to call it the Wuhan virus or not. That's what they're left with. I mean, which is idiotic. I mean, it's actually embarrassing that anybody would waste time when you look at the complete list of viruses and plagues and everything else that have always been identified from the country of origin. I mean, but typical crap. Here's Stephen Colbert last night, cut 4. This is such a racist thing to call it a Chinese virus. These are the people that are clowns that frankly need to be ignored at a time like this.
Now, we've all been calling it coronavirus or COVID-19, but Trump's been tooting his dog whistle pretty hard by calling it Chinese virus. And he defended it at today's press conference.
China and others have criticized you for using the phrase Chinese virus. How do you feel about that? Are you going to continue using that phrase?
I have to call it where it came from. It did come from China, so I think it's a very accurate term.
No, it's not. It's a very racist term. If you care so much about naming things where they came from, then call it bat bite fever.
I mean, the stupidity of that is stunning. First of all, obviously, Stephen Colbert didn't get the memo of all the CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, Washington Post anchors and reporters and writers who called it the Chinese coronavirus and the Wuhan coronavirus in the first weeks that they began covering this. I guess they're all racists too, right, Stephen? No, it's just a cheap shot in an effort to tear down a president that he already likes. But again, the good news is the Stephen Colberts they're becoming increasingly irrelevant. People aren't paying attention to that crap. They're fading off in the distance, and that's a good thing. So let's be nonpartisan. Let's not tear down one another. Let's not punish people in terms of receiving economic help because of their political views. And for crying out loud, don't waste your breath worrying about an unserious comic like Stephen Colbert who wants to attack the president even now, further dividing us by calling him a racist for being completely in the origin of this virus. 800-655-Mike, 15 minutes before the hour in the ReliefFactor.com studios. I'm very intrigued, and I don't want to exploit you in any way. I know a lot of people who have tested positive. If you or someone you know has tested positive for coronavirus, we're going to hold a line open for you. I'd like to talk to you. I want to connect with people. Let's connect with each other at a time like this. 1-800-655-Mike. If you or someone you love or know has tested positive for coronavirus, give me a call and let's talk through it. I want to know what you're experiencing. One open line, 800-655-6453. Press 1 to come on air with us. Press 2 to leave a voicemail message. Text your comments to the MyPillow text line, which is always open to you at 800-655-MIKE. Welcome in to the Mike Gallagher Show. Can you put me in queue? Well, I mean, they are so busy at Fellowship Home Loans, and many of the mortgage lenders, of course, are following all the guidelines like we're doing today, broadcasting from my kitchen. We're staying away from each other, but that doesn't mean business stops at Fellowship Home Loans. In fact, this is a time where they're helping a lot of people because of the historic low interest rates. Mike, Brian, and the team at Fellowship Home Loans don't just treat you like a number or a cog in the wheel. Man, oh man. They're all about honesty, integrity, customer service. No one knows how long this is going to last, but you know what? This is a time when, especially if you're home, in front of the computer, you're with the kids, whatever, why don't you refinance? Why don't you get that mortgage rate that is going to be incredible? Well, Fellowship Home Loans is the company I recommend. fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. Or give them a call. You'll reach one of their wonderful folks at 800-510-MIKE. We've set up a special number for you, 800-510-6453. I'm telling you, 2-3 minutes into the conversation, you'll be so glad you followed Gallagher's advice. A refinance, a reverse mortgage, this just could be a time when you're going to see a lot of extra money in your pocket. Fellowship Home Loans, welcome home. Fellowship Home Loans.
Intercontinental Capital Group, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender, MLS number 60134.
Mike Gallagher.
Hello, I'm Alexander Green, Chief Investment Strategist at the Oxford Club. We're one of the oldest financial clubs in the nation with more than 140,000 members, and our audited track record shows we're one of the few groups whose recommendations have outperformed the market for the last 20 years. The reason? Our approach is unique. We ignore the mainstream financial media. We don't listen to politicians, and we really don't care about analyst rating. Those things are a waste of time. There's only one thing you need to know to do very well in the stock market, and that is find great stocks with breakthrough products, record revenue, and very happy shareholders. With that in mind, I've uncovered my highest rated stock of the year. It's a company that brings in more revenue than IBM, Facebook, and even Google, and they're set to create 50,000 new jobs right here in America. And yet, the stock is available for just $3 a share. Go to onestockretirement.com to learn more about this opportunity. Again, that's onestockretirement.com.
Don't let your home be invaded this season with rats and mice. Keep them away the most humane way with Plug-in Pest Free, 100% chemical free, totally safe for your family and pets, and environmentally friendly. G'day, I'm Scott from Plug-in Pest Free, the electromagnetic pest control device that has been scientifically tested and consumer proven since 1995. Now that's fair income. With a 60-day money-back guarantee and a 2-year manufacturer's warranty, what have you got to lose? Stop inviting unwanted rodents and pests in with baits. Say goodbye to traps and start saving money today with Plug-in Pest Free. Order yours now at gopestfree.com and save 20% with promo code SAVE20. That's gopestfree.com, promo code SAVE20. Are you ready to start saving money? Gopestfree.com, promo code SAVE20. Don't spray and regret, plug in and forget.
Computer systems in cars are the new normal, from electronically controlled transmissions to touchscreen displays to dozens of sensors. But all this advanced tech is expensive to fix if and when it breaks. That's why you need CarShield. CarShield has affordable protection plans that can save you thousands for a covered repair, including computers, GPS, electronics, and more. Monthly plans are flexible with rates as low as $99 a month. You pick your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and CarShield takes care of the rest. They also offer 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is being fixed for free. Drive with confidence, knowing you've got coverage from America's #1 auto protection provider. With monthly payment plans as low as $99 a month, you have nothing to lose. Call 800-CAR-6000 and mention the code Gallagher, or visit carshield.com and use the code Gallagher to save 10%. That's carshield.com, promo code Gallagher. A deductible may apply.
Hi, I'm Karen, owner of Lone Star Transfer. If you have found yourself stuck in a timeshare, you're not alone. Let us help you. Our process to get you out is done legally, ethically, and quickly. We have an excellent success rate and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Let our family at Lone Star Transfer give you peace of mind. Give us a call today for a no-obligation consultation at 844-284-4863 or online at lonestartransfer.com.
Mike Gallagher.
My question is, why has the governor of Florida not closed down the beaches?
Hey, Mike. Yeah, me and a buddy are quarantining ourselves on the lake. Have a good day.
So incredible. I'll share this with you. We talk about social distancing. Nothing better than being out on a boat. I met Keith and just an incredible concept here in the Tampa Bay area, Freedom Boat Club. And they've had a long relationship with AM 860 The Answer over the years, Captain Matt, who has endorsed them. And I love the idea of being out on the water. And, as the government and the experts are saying, stay away from each other. Don't be in large crowds. People have been pushing back against all the kids on the beach. Listen, being out on a boat is about as good as it gets. And and the concept, incidentally, of Freedom Boat Club, they're all over Tampa Bay and all over the country. And you're a member of a boat club, which you pay an entrance fee and then a monthly fee, and then you have access to boats whenever you want, and it's just an incredible concept. So I hope to dive in with them here when this thing in the next couple of weeks, because that's a great way to, and that's what the experts are saying. Be outside, you can be in your yard, you can be in the sunshine, and I'm telling you, that Freedom Boat Club concept is it is brilliant. It's kind of like the Uber of boats. Who wants to pay for the maintenance of a boat when you got all these new or brand new or nearly new boats you can choose from? Don't forget tonight. We're going to have a big 1-hour special, the coronavirus pandemic. It's an SRN News special report. Hugh Hewitt, Seb Gorka will co-host. I'll be on the show along with Dennis Prager, SRN News White House correspondent Greg Clugston. It'll be live tonight at 6 p.m., delayed in some other markets, and it's going to be streamed as well, all on many of these great radio stations. So Janet works for somebody who was diagnosed positive with coronavirus. Hey, Janet, thanks for joining us. How you doing?
Hi, Mike. I'm hanging in there. But yes, my congressional candidate, George Santos, we had to put a press release out yesterday. He's running as the only Republican in District 3. And like you, he was actually got into CPAC. I knew you had the flu, but
I never got in.
I know, unfortunately, but it might be fortunate for you because he came home, he started having some symptoms a few days later, and yes, he tested positive. So now all of us on the campaign team are self-quarantining only because even though we don't have symptoms, we can be carriers. So, and we have children and parents, and my husband is a police officer, so this is what we have.
So what does that look like, Janet? What does that look like for you? Get into some of the nuts and bolts of what it means to self-quarantine. Are you not having any contact with anybody else?
Basically, we're just staying home. And I did it for a few days because I have no symptoms whatsoever. Right. So just basically staying home. And since the children's schools, as you know, in New York, they're all closed. The churches are closed. The restaurants are closed. There's really nowhere to go. So if the weather holds out, we just, we'll be outside. But for the most part, you just have to go down.
Stay
And
away.
thank
Stay
God,
away.
let's hope George Anthony Santos feels better, because, like you said, with politics, everything's on hold. There's no event.
Everything.
There's no
Yeah,
meeting.
well, we're praying for him, Janet. We're all praying for you and your family and everybody who's affected. Thank you, Janice. Hang in there. All right, coming up, we are scheduled to talk to Dr. Anthony Fauci. He has been the face, the voice of the expertise of this. That's all coming up here on the Mike Gallagher Show, our special edition, brought to you by Fellowship Home Loans. Call 800-510-MIKE or go to fellowshiphomeloans.com. Fellowship Home Loans, welcome home. With spring, summer here, and all the uncertainty, a lot of people are going to be exercising at home, maybe working out some muscles that you weren't used to, because there's a lot of gyms. Most gyms are closing or closed. If you have aches and pains, even just aches and pains from life, I hope you'll try the Relief Factor solution. It has been a godsend for me. Had lower back pain on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 3 or a 4. It wasn't the end of the world, but I started taking Relief Factor out after hearing about them on the radio. It was exactly what I needed. My back pain has been completely eliminated thanks to ReliefFactor.com. It's natural. It's made from wild-caught fish oils and botanicals. It's not ibuprofen. It's not a prescription. Very important. Here's the 3-week quick start. It's $19.95. Give it a try. ReliefFactor.com. ReliefFactor.com, or call 800-500-8384 for Relief Factor.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 4455 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 4455. Enjoy.
Mike Gallagher.
And not to mention the shedding, I would vacuum the carpet 3 times a week. Frodo was scratching all night long, bouncing on the side of the bed, keeping me awake the whole entire night from all the scratching and chewing. It kind of makes you neurotic.
Does your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy?
Mounds and mounds of fur all over the place.
Come to Dinovite for help.
DINOVITE.com.
If you want the dog to be healthy, you got to feed it something healthy.
Dinovite is nutrition.
The omega-3 fatty acids.
Flaxseed, zinc, alfalfa.
Our vitamins and enzymes replace the nutrients cooked out of most commercial dog foods.
He gobbles it up. He's not up all night scratching. His shedding is minimal, and it is such a pleasure to have my calm, relaxed, non-shedding puppy back. And I have to thank Dinovite for that.
Don't let your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy.
Come to Dinovite for help.
859-428-1000.
859-428-1000. DINOVITE.com.
Coronavirus.
Life is not going to be the way it used
to be. Knowledge and clarity. And this
is footing. This
president made a coronavirus to cover.
This is a wartime dynamic. Think about helping each other in different ways.
The president made very decisive decisions quickly.
2020 is definitely.
You are committed to providing knowledge, calm, optimism, like the one that is unfolding, that the president and the White House seeking a stimulus package that might be more than $1 trillion. Optimism. And then, of course, you see a story like the one that is unfolding. Perspective coming up. Also, a reminder, tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, a special event, Salem Radio Network's coronavirus coverage. Join me along with my colleagues, Hugh Hewitt, Sebastian Gorka, Dennis Prager, others, including SRN White House correspondent Greg Clugston. It'll be live tonight at 6 p.m. And also, we're streaming it on many of these great radio stations. Stick around. On many of these great radio stations.
Together, we're America.
To the Mike Gallagher Show, again, special edition. Our coronavirus coverage is also political news. Joe Biden is going to be the Democrat nominee for president. I really don't see any other way around that path. To the Mike Gallagher Show, again, special edition. Our coronavirus coverage is also political news. Joe Biden is going to be the Democrat nominee for president. Biden is going to be the Democrat nominee for president. I really don't see any other way. Kitchen edition of the Mike. Been talking to somebody who might be in self-quarantine, who has been diagnosed with coronavirus. I'd love to kind of hear your voice, see how you're doing, talk to you a little bit as we go through all this. We're also going to take you to the floor of the U.S. Senate, where right now Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is addressing the chamber on the coronavirus funding bill. We're talking maybe $1 trillion. The president says money is coming directly to Americans. We want to bring you up to date on that as well. Welcome in to this special edition of the Mike Gallagher Show.
This is a special edition of the Mike Gallagher Show. Coronavirus in America.
We're using the full power of the federal government to defeat the virus, and that's what we've been doing.
For a while, life is not going to be the way it used to be in the United States.
As we face this national emergency pandemic, now's the time for knowledge and clarity. And this...
We are America, and it feels
a full crisis.
Kind of uplifting to see the way Americans are coming together right now. That voice you heard praising the president, that was not a Fox News Channel guest. That was Dana Bash, I believe, from CNN. There are many, many examples of unity. Even Governor Andrew Cuomo and President Trump have been praising each other after a rocky start to the response to coronavirus. You may not have that right now in your heart, but I do. I am very, very relieved that we're seeing Americans come together to fight this thing as on a unified front. It's starting to feel a little bit like after 9/11. that feeling was pretty immediate in having been through 9/11 in New York City, sitting in the Empire State Building with a frightened staff, kind of fleeing Manhattan for my home on Long Island, broadcasting from my home there, like I'm doing today. Today's the first day that we are beginning our broadcasting from my kitchen. And we got everything working. We got some string, we got some duct tape. Poor Eric Hansen has more gray hair of what's left on his head. But at the end of the day, we're gonna do this from home because to me it doesn't make any sense not to. This show, technologically you can broadcast anywhere now. Radio is different than it used to be. Now you have an internet connection, a box, a couple of monitors, and you can set up in your kitchen like I'm doing right now. So to me, it's smart to work from home if you can. And as far as people who can't, well, we're going to see what happens with this economic stimulus because the president is promising that help is on the way. I have a big stack of breaking news items to conduct, to share with you. It's our responsibility to get you as much information as we can. As the man says at the top of every hour, clarity, consistency, calm. A little later this hour, we are scheduled to interview Dr. Anthony Fauci himself. Hoping that, who knows, with all that's breaking. But I do believe that Dr. Fauci thinks it's important to get in front of as many people as he can and give as much information as he can. We are scheduled in about a half hour from now to talk to Dr. Anthony Fauci, who is the director, of course, of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. He has advised 6 American presidents on domestic global health issues, and of course our whole country is being rocked right now. Over 6,400 confirmed cases to the moment in the United States. 114 deaths have been reported. The virus is now officially in all 50 states. There for a while, I guess it was it Alabama and I forget, Kansas or something, or 2 states that seemed to be away from it. Now every state has confirmed cases. The White House and Congress are scrambling to put together a massive stimulus package. This is a package that would dwarf anything we've seen before. It will make the TARP, the bailouts, all the stuff in the past look like a Piker's, like amateur hour. President Trump is seeking a measure with over $1 trillion in spending. Now, the Senate has indicated they are working out the details, hammering out the specifics. There has been a delay earlier today triggered by, are you ready? Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, the libertarian who is often a contrarian. He is often somebody who is the squeaky wheel. And he has triggered apparently a delay in the negotiations on this. 2 Democrat aides told NBC it may be difficult to get through the second package and a much larger one in a single week. The thinking is that many Americans, millions of Americans would get 2 $1,000 payments. One in the second bill and then in the third bill. The thinking is also that billions of dollars would be allocated towards helping small businesses avoid mass layoffs. Again, this is very fluid. I got lots of questions. I started my day today talking to my pal Mark Davis in Dallas, and Mark was saying, hey, how does this work? How do we start handing checks out like candy to Americans, $1,000 checks, some of whom will need it? As Mark pointed out, there might be somebody who makes, $40,000 a year who's going to be okay. They've got lots of money in the bank, perhaps, or they have a level of income that will continue. They get a check, but maybe somebody who makes $80,000 is like literally flat broke right now and is struggling to figure out how to fill their pantry with groceries. That's a great question, and I don't have any answers for that. It's going to be tricky because, frankly, that the idea of checks being mailed out to millions and millions of Americans to the tune of, I don't know, billions of dollars, Well, that'll get your attention. Yesterday, as you know, we had a caller, Mary Ann from, I think, Texas. I thought she was from San Antonio, but she may have been Houston. Lance is having a very difficult time tracking her down. We advised her to please get tested. She felt that she had symptoms. She said she had been exposed to people who were positive. She called the show. Now we can't get her. I don't know. I mean, a couple of people texted me saying she was on another show. Maybe she is a troll. I don't know. She didn't sound like a troll. She sounded legitimate, but who knows? And I'm sorry that we're not able to track her down today, because I had hoped we would, to be able to give you an update. But whether she's real or not, whether she was fictitious and a troll or legitimate, ultimately there are Americans who are saying, listen, I got to feed my family. I got 3 kids. That's what she said. I have 3 kids at home. Yes, I come I have interaction with other people in my job, but I don't want to get tested, she said, because I don't want to be told I'm positive and then have to self-quarantine. Who's going to feed my babies? And I do totally understand that. Other breaking news: a 5.7 magnitude earthquake shook Salt Lake City early today, sending spooked residents fleeing their homes. Their power is out. Of course, the city's light rail system grinding to a halt. And finally, the last breaking news, President Trump announced that the United States is temporarily closing our border with Canada to non-essential traffic. He did say trade will not be affected. Details to follow. So there's a lot to keep up with in this very fluid situation. Again, I'm in my kitchen, so please spare me all the decorating comments. If you're watching the show on our YouTube channel, the Mike Gallagher Show YouTube channel, or going to MikeOnline.com and clicking Watch Mike on TV. I didn't do it. Listen, that green thing over my shoulder on the kitchen counter, that was here when I bought the place last year. So, hey, what do you want from me? I'm a single guy. I don't know about decorating. So the ReliefFactor.com studios are literally my kitchen table today as we work from home, as many, many Americans are doing. Our number for you to join us is 1-800-655-MIKE. Our lines are jammed right now. Your voice is coming up. Press 1 to come on air. Press 2 to leave a voicemail message. You can always text us your comments to the MyPillow text line, which is also 800-655-MIKE. We're going to get your take on all of this and give you all the information, the breaking news, and the clarity you need. It's what we do every day here on the Mike Gallagher Show. And again, we are minutes away from talking to Dr. Anthony Fauci, who has been the voice and the face of the medical expertise on all of this. Stick around. There's a lot of the Mike Gallagher Show coming up. If we're disconnected, if we're isolated, we still are trying to lift Americans up. Every now and then a company comes along with super high standards that I notice. I learned all about Fellowship Home Loans on my own. I went out to their offices. I spent the day with Mike and Brian and the team. They are amazing. They really understand with these historic times and the record low interest rates. Many, many people are turning to them to refinance their mortgage, maybe a reverse mortgage, or perhaps this is a time you want to buy a home for the first time. In their DNA is their attention to every single customer. They never treat anybody number. I shall number just for Mike Gallagher Show listeners. You can give them a call 2-3 minutes into the conversation. You'll get it. You'll see how good they are. Fellowship Home Loans, the only company I recommend for a refi, new mortgage, reverse mortgage, lots of options. Call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-6453, or go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/MikeG, fellowshiphomeloans.com/MikeG. Welcome home to the real deal. Fellowship Home Loans.
Intercontinental Capital Group, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender, MLS number 60134.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I just feel great. It gives me energy. It's not like too much energy where I'm flying all over the place, but it is just the right amount. I just feel so good. I love taking Balance of Nature.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code MikeG.
I still believe in God's goodness.
I still believe in hope when things seem hopeless.
I still believe in family.
I still believe in God's plan.
You chose willingly to walk into the fire with her. That's what love is.
I Still Believe, based on the inspiring true story, starring KJ Apa, Britt Robertson, Shania Twain, and Gary Sinise. Rated PG, parental guidance suggested. Now playing. Go to istillbelievemovie.com.
How would you like to get 1 ounce of pure silver absolutely free? This is not a joke. Right now, if you call 855-609-2585, Goldco will send you a free 1 ounce silver American Eagle coin. And all you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. That's it. This same coin sells for more than $20 online, but you can get one right now for free. Just pay for shipping and handling. Now, there is a limit of 1 per household, and at this price, who knows how long this offer will last. So if you want to get your free 1 ounce silver American Eagle, you just need to call 855-609-2585 right now. That's 855-609-2585 to get your free 1 ounce silver American Eagle. This is not a joke. Get 1 ounce of pure silver absolutely free. Call 855-609-2585. That's 855-609-2585.
Mike Gallagher.
Few moments bring you joy like going to the mailbox after you've done your taxes, reaching in and pulling out that one item you've been waiting so... What? Someone already filed my return? During tax season, your personal info like your name or social security number may be emailed and shared more than usual. Criminals can steal info from your devices and sell it on the dark web, or use it to commit identity theft. Good thing LifeLock monitors your personal info, alerts you to possible suspicious activity, and if you become a victim of identity theft, a dedicated identity restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but thanks to LifeLock, tax season doesn't have to tax your peace of mind. Join today at LifeLock.com and save up to 25% off your first year with promo code SMART. That's promo code SMART for 25% off at LifeLock.com.
Hi, I'm Karen, owner of Lone Star Transfer. If you have found yourself stuck in a timeshare, you're not alone. It must have been such a surprise to find out something you were told had value has none at all. Thankfully, we can help. Let us do for you what we continue to do for thousands of others. Our process is done legally, ethically, and quickly. We have an excellent success rate and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are family-owned, and I have my son Tyler here with me. Tyler, why don't you talk about what makes Lone Star Transfer different from any other company?
Great, I'd love to. Our customer service is second to none. We guarantee in writing a specific time frame in which we will get you out of your timeshare unlike any other company. We will personally make sure your experience is a pleasant one.
Let Lone Star Transfer give you peace of mind. Give us a call today for a no-obligation consultation at 844-284-4863 or online at lonestartransfer.com.
Does your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy? Come to Dynavite for help.
Order a 90-day supply of Dynavite.
Dynavite is nutrition.
Pick up 2 bottles of Lico Chops, get the 3rd bottle free.
New improved Lico Chops with omega-3, omega-6, vitamin E.
And now, 6 extra direct-fed microbials.
Even better for the digestive tract and immune system.
Try Lico Chops. Buy 2, get 1 free.
At Dynavite.com.
DINOVITE.com.
Mike Gallagher.
You know what you don't hear anything about, Mike? The homeless situation. What are they doing about all the homeless people in California and New York and elsewhere? How are they addressing them? I would imagine that, those people on the street like that are major carriers of this.
Hey, Mike, just wanted to throw a thought out there. Is calling Chinese food racist? Just a thought. Let me know what you think.
Aren't you paying attention? Aren't you woke? Can't call Chinese food Chinese food. It is food of Asian origin. Oh, silly. I mean, honest to goodness. And you know what's sick about a guy like Stephen Colbert, who went on a rant about how calling it the Chinese coronavirus is racist. Trump is racist for saying that. He thinks that's okay. He thinks it's normal. You know? I wonder what Stephen Colbert would say if asked that same question. Wonder what Colbert would say. Hey, can you call Chinese food Chinese? What about Mexican? Do you have Mexican food? That's racist. Well, yeah, but it's Mexican in origin. Racist. I just don't even know, even sometimes, how to respond to some of these clowns.
Breaking now on The Mike Gallagher Show.
All right, so there was a report yesterday. The mayor of New York City said New Yorkers need to be prepared for a potential shelter in place that would come within 48 hours. Today, again, Governor Andrew Cuomo says, wrong, it's not going to happen. Cuomo said told the New York Times a few minutes ago, this is not going to happen, shelter in place for New York City. For any city or county to take an emergency action, the state has to approve it, and I would not approve shelter in place. Cuomo said, quarantine in place, you can't leave your home. The fear, the panic is a bigger problem than the virus. Now, that's the governor of New York. Now, he's been holding lots of briefings, and I get it. On the other hand, you know, we're not supposed to say that out loud. Oh, the fear, the panic is a bigger problem than the virus. And yet we know that it is. It's very big right now. People are afraid. Here's Ann on line 3 talking about the fear that people have right now. Hi, Ann. Thanks very much for joining us. Welcome to my kitchen.
Hey, Mike. Great to be there.
Hey, thank you. How you doing today?
Okay. I work in a supermarket. Mike, not everybody can afford a home computer. I don't have one. I usually use the library computers that shut down. I'm seeing a lot of some older people come into the stores who don't have family members who can bring them goods. One of the charities, the Meals on Wheels, those have shut down. These people, that's the last place they want to be. They have no choice. I'm a working Jane. There's a lot of working Joes out there who are working for Amazon or some of the delivery companies they don't have a choice to work at home. They can't, you know.
Right.
So
they don't have the option. They don't have the option. They got no choice.
Well, I wish people would consider this when they keep on saying work at home, work at home. I'm sorry, but as far as I'm concerned, that's for rich people, you know. Only they can do that. Another thing, you're going to be on with Dr. Fauci, I believe.
Yes.
I'm hearing a lot of people saying they're going to stay home and binge watch movie. People don't. You need to be exercising. Your body is meant to move. You need to help your immune system. I'm using some homeopathics, and doctors. I've gotten online with other doctors on radio stations. They poo-poo any mention of using homeopathics or remedies.
Well, one thing I will say this, Ann. I think it's very important that we take care of ourselves. It's a great message, and I appreciate you saying that. And I know people are to work from home if you can. If you can work from home, you should. That's why I'm in my kitchen today, and I'm going to be for the foreseeable future. I can, but you're right. Many people cannot, and that's hopefully what some of this government stimulus will address, but B, it'll make people think about the way they interact with people in a different way. Again, we're scheduled to talk to Dr. Anthony Fauci in just a few moments. There's a lot more coming up. Portions of our show brought to you by Food for the Poor. I'm so grateful for everybody who is stepping up and still donating to our Food for the Poor campaign. We're doing everything we can to help. It's a great Christian ministry, a Christian relief organization. Go to mikeonline.com and click on the Feed Starving Families banner, and let's help do some God's work and help save lives. up and down. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know something about saving money. Pure Talk USA, I made the switch, as so many of you have done. You pick up your phone, you dial pound 250, and when prompted, you say my name, Mike Gallagher. You'll talk to a wonderful representative from Pure Talk USA. They'll give you unlimited talk and text for $20 a month. Let me say it again. Unlimited talk and text for $20 a month. If you belong to AMAC, you can pay as little as $10 a month, and they'll extend your AMAC membership by 3 full years. Pure Talk USA is amazing. They cover 99% of America. Their US-based customer service is second to none. No crazy contracts, no crazy fees. The president and CEO is a US veteran. Keep your phone, keep your number. Hey, it doesn't make any sense not to make the switch, like I did, to Pure Talk USA. Dial pound 250, say my name, Mike Gallagher. Pound 250, say Mike Gallagher, Pure Talk USA. Simply smarter, wireless.
Mike Gallagher.
Hi, this is Rhett Rasmussen of BestHotGrill.com. We make the Solaire infrared grills, which are perfect for today's busy lifestyles. You're probably in your car right now, wondering what you'll have for dinner tonight. Imagine that when you get home, your Solaire infrared grill will be at 1,000 degrees in 3 minutes. That's right, just 3 minutes. The high heat locks in the juices and flavor and grills faster, so that in a matter of minutes, you could be sitting down to a great tasting grilled dinner any and every night of the week. Your smoker or low-slow barbecue is great for the weekend, but the hot, fast speed and convenience of Solaire infrared grills make them your everyday go-to grill. And they aren't just for searing steaks. Solaire infrared grills also enhance fish, chicken, pork, shrimp, veggies, and fruit. Virtually everything your family enjoys. Learn more at besthotgrill.com. That's besthotgrill.com. Solaire infrared at besthotgrill.com.
Balance of Nature. Changing the world, one life at a time.
I spent years studying how to make this the best. I didn't make this because I wanted to make a company. Other companies are starting to catch on to this, and I buy every single product that comes out so I can look at it and see it and test it. And I fear that people will buy some counterfeit and take it for a couple of months and go, oh, it's a bunch of crap. Doesn't work. Don't be fooled. This is the real stuff. We have absolutely the best process, and I can say that because we purchase every single one and check them out.
Don't wait to see what getting over 10 servings of whole fruits and vegetables every day can do for you. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order of fruits and veggies. Start your journey to better health today by calling 1-800-2468-751 or by going to balanceofnature.com, and make sure to receive this special radio offer by using discount code MikeG.
Are you hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 100 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 400,000 businesses. And right now, listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/America. That's ZipRecruiter.com/America. One more time. To try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/America.
Few moments bring you joy like going to the mailbox after you've done your taxes. Reaching in and pulling out that one item you've been waiting so... What? Someone already filed my return? During tax season, your personal info like your name or social security number may be emailed and shared more than usual. Criminals can steal info from your devices and sell it on the dark web, or use it to commit identity theft. Good thing LifeLock monitors your personal info, alerts you to possible suspicious activity, and if you become a victim of identity theft, a dedicated identity restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but thanks to LifeLock, tax season doesn't have to tax your peace of mind. Join today at LifeLock.com and save up to 25% off your first year with promo code SMART. That's promo code SMART for 25% off at LifeLock.com.
Does your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy? come to Dynavite for help.
Order a 90-day supply of Dynavite.
Dynavite is nutrition.
Pick up 2 bottles of Lico Chops, get the 3rd bottle free.
New improved Lico Chops with omega-3, omega-6, vitamin E.
And now, 6 extra direct-fed microbials.
Even better for the digestive tract and immune system.
Try Lico Chops. Buy 2, get 1 free.
At Dynavite.com.
DINOVITE.com.
Mike Gallagher.
I'm just worried that they're kind of taking all our liberties away and kind of acting like we don't know what to do ourselves. My grandma, she's in the vulnerable age group, but I'm smart enough to know to avoid her, and she's smart enough to avoid other people, so I don't get why they think they can take all our liberties away.
Any financial assistance now should be in the form of interest-free loans. That way, only the people who need it will apply.
Well, of course, the Fed reduced the interest rate to practically zero to a quarter of a point. I mean, there's a lot of suggestions about what's the right thing to do, what's the wrong thing to do right now. I am kind of the mindset that together, I think we can all understand the concept of flattening the curve, getting ahead of this. Right now, we've got 114 deaths confirmed in the United States, 6,400 plus confirmed cases of people testing positive for coronavirus. But a whole lot of people are not getting tested. Incidentally, in New York, voluntary work from home, mandatory, the schools are closed. They are reducing the state and local workforce in New York. Governor Cuomo is saying drastic but necessary steps. Let's be honest here. The reason there are draconian measures in place is because the experts are telling us that if we don't take drastic steps, we're going to have a lot of people who are going to get sick and who are going to die. And if that's preventable, why not? I get the argument, and let's dive into it together here. The argument is the other side of that coin is at what price? Had the government tell you can't leave your home? I get it. It's a good idea, but that line between what is mandatory and what is voluntary is very questionable. You know what I mean? It's up in the air. Portions of our show are brought to you by MyPillow, and a lot of people are ordering pillows because, frankly, this is the only pillow you can wash and dry, and it still maintains its shape and its form. It'll still be perfect after you take it out of the washer or dryer. MyPillow.com. Mike Lindell, his great story, a guy who lost everything and bounced back in a powerful way, and now has become one of the most successful businessmen in America. He's the inventor, the founder of MyPillow. And this is a pillow, as I tell you all the time. It never goes flat during the night. It stays nice and cool. It's made in America, made in Minnesota proudly. And again, you can throw it in the washer and the dryer whenever you want, and it'll be as fresh as it was the day you bought it. MyPillow.com. Right now, 2 premium MyPillows for one low price and free shipping. Also, big discounts on things like the Giza Dream Sheets and more. MyPillow.com, promo code Mike G. MyPillow.com, promo code Mike G, or call 800-928-6034, 800-928-6034. This is a good day to order a MyPillow. If you haven't had one, or you don't know people who have kind of a ratty old pillow, how about a pillow that's nice, fresh, unique, will conform to your neck, your head, your back all through the night, never get hot, and pop it in the washer and the dryer whenever you want. MyPillow.com.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Promo code Mike G. Coming up tonight, by the way, 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll be joined with a lot of other Salem radio hosts for a 1-hour special report, the coronavirus pandemic, and SRN News special report. Sebastian Gorka, Hugh Hewitt will co-host. I'll be on with Dennis Prager, SRN News White House correspondent Greg Clugston. Again, here at Live Tonight at 6 on many of these radio stations around America. Listening to me right now. We're standing by for Dr. Anthony Fauci. Got lots of questions for Dr. Fauci. He is incredibly admired and respected, and we're gonna dive in with him and ask him a lot of questions about social distancing, about testing, about shelter in place, about the draconian steps, and how this thing spreads, and some of the specificity from the guy who is really the leading expert, it seems, in the country, if not the world, Dr. Anthony Fauci, coming up here on the Mike Gallagher Show in the ReliefFactor.com studios.
You know, when you have back pain, when you have neck pain, pain from a nice solid workout at the gym, it can be a bear to try to get rid of it. You know what I mean? You get ibuprofen, the doctor warns you, don't take too much, it'll affect your liver. You don't want to get on prescription pain pills. You know what a nightmare that can be in the crisis we have. How about a natural way to get out of pain like I've discovered? It's called Relief Factor. You've seen Pete and Seth Talbot on TV. So proud to be partners with them. I've been telling you for a long time about this pain relief product that's made from wild-caught fish oils and botanicals. It works. It's real simple. It goes to work on the inflammation that causes pain. And Pete and Seth have put together a low-cost way for you to try it for yourself and see if it works. 3-week quick start, $19.95. If after 3 weeks it isn't working for you, just notify Relief Factor. You're only out $20. Isn't it worth it to see if you too will get out of the pain? ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com, or call 800-500-8384, 800-500-8384 for Relief Factor.
Mike Gallagher.
Are you hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 100 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 400,000 businesses. And right now, listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/America. That's ZipRecruiter.com/America. One more time. To try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/America.
Investments have been absolutely hammered over the past week, so I'm going to give you an easy win, something you could save money on month after month after month. Right now, switch your wireless provider. Trust me, you're paying too much. Pure Talk USA will give you unlimited talk and text for just $20 a month. And if you're an AMAC member, you could pay as little as $10 a month. $10 a month for wireless. Just dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher, and you're going to get this incredible offer. Pure Talk USA covers 99% of America. Their U.S.-based customer service is unrivaled. No crazy contracts, no ridiculous fees. Their president and CEO is a U.S. veteran. You can even keep your phone and your number. When your investments are down, you want to save as much as you can. Dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher, and start saving today. Dial pound 250 and say my name, Mike Gallagher. I'm a Pure Talk USA customer. You ought to be too. Dial pound 250 and say Mike Gallagher. Pure Talk USA. Simply smarter wireless.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
I had a lot of credit card debt, and I couldn't pay my bills. I was feeling so bad. I got to a point where I needed some help. So I reached out and contacted Trinity.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976 to talk to a certified.
They were able to take all of my different payments and put them all together.
Trinity will consolidate your accounts into one easy-to-manage monthly payment, put a stop to late fees and over-limit charges, reduce your interest, and possibly improve your credit score. You'll save thousands.
And they were actually able to work with my creditors. I've been able to pay off close to $15,000 in the last 18 months.
If your debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Stephanie. company, and I'm debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I have a compromised immune system, so I've been taking the 3 veggie and 3 fruit for 2 years, and I have not gotten sick. It's unbelievable. I feel like a normal person. I'm not tired. I don't wake up tired, and it's just amazing to me that there's such a difference.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code MikeG.
Mike Gallagher.
Any financial assistance now should be in the form of interest-free loans. That way, only the people who need it will apply.
16 minutes before the hour, continuing a very busy edition of the Mike Gallagher Show. Lots of breaking news. 2,382 new cases in New York. And obviously, we have a lot of questions. Americans are apprehensive. I truly am committed to staying informative. We have to have clarity. We have to have knowledge and information. I can't think of anybody better to get that from than our next guest. Dr. Anthony Fauci is the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Of course, for millions, he has been a reassuring voice and face during this difficult time. Dr. Fauci, we're so grateful for you taking some time to join us here on the Mike Gallagher Show. I know our listeners and I, we appreciate you very much, sir.
It's good to be with you.
Listen, there's so many questions, sir, and one of the big, I know you've been asked a million times, the testing. It's hitting close to home. I saw a report last night in Los Angeles of a man who was giving CPR to his wife, allegedly gave her mouth to mouth. Since he was asymptomatic, they wouldn't test him. I have a good friend who was exposed to 2 coworkers who have tested positive. When he went to the doctor said, if you're not symptomatic, we're going to hold, this was in New York City, and we're going to, for those who are presenting with symptoms. If you can be a carrier and asymptomatic, shouldn't we be trying to get as many tests done for everybody as possible?
Well, I wouldn't say for everyone as possible, but for someone who clearly has a reason. Some of the restrictions on testing have been actually lifted. There were regulatory restrictions that were just things that were meant in the right context, but they don't apply right now. And that's the reason why the FDA and working with the CDC has lifted some of those restrictions. But rather than look back, look forward. What's happened over the last literally couple of days is that the administration, the president and the vice president have embraced the private sector. The original testing that is done as a public health measure from the CDC worked well for what it was originally designed for the flooding the country and the market, as it were, with available tests that not only are there, but that can actually be implemented. Literally, that's changing rapidly by the day. So right now, the big companies, the people who do it for a living, the people who know what they're doing, are now getting actively involved in things like drive-through availability, walk-through availability, where you go to a place, a market, a pharmacy, or what have you, and you have it available. So it's unfortunate that the people, some of the examples that you just mentioned, were not able to get a test if, in fact, they really needed it. That will change. Now, having said that, you don't really need a test just because you feel like you want a test. If you have a reason, like someone is exposed or someone has symptoms, they should get it. But you're absolutely correct. Up to now, the availability of testing is not where it should have been, but that has changed. That has changed.
Very important, and I'm impressed by watching the speed with which the public sector and the private sector are sort of coming together. Dr. Fauci, you have advised 6 American presidents. Have you ever seen this kind of response to the degree that it's occurring now?
Well, no. Every outbreak that I've been involved with, that I've involved advising presidents as early as my first interaction during the HIV/AIDS epidemic with President Reagan, each has a different flavor to it. What we're seeing now is clearly unique. So I can say, without any hesitation, that this is a unique situation because it's a threat to the entire country. In fact, the entire world. I think if you look, as I'm sure everyone is, at the news reports from what happened in China and what is now happening in Europe, particularly in Italy and in France, that's the reason why we are very actively leaning forward, aggressively preparing and implementing so that that does not happen here. We're going to see increase in cases, so I think our listeners and the entire public should realize that things are going to get worse before they get better. But what we're doing, even though you may not see the results right away, clearly are aimed at and hopefully successfully will blunt the full impact of the outbreak that others have seen in different parts of the world.
I was reading this morning an article over in The Atlantic. Peter Wehner wrote an interview with Francis Collins, the director of the National Institutes of Health, and he told Pete that if nothing goes right and if we fail to flatten the curve, we might see the deaths of as many as 1.5 million people in the United States. He wasn't offering a prediction, but a realistic worst-case scenario. Again, we don't want to panic people, but when we look at Italy and we look at the way the deaths have increased exponentially there, we are on an exponential curve, right? And that's why some of these draconian steps are in place.
Well, yes, the draconian steps are in place, and we have to be careful when people talk about best and worst case scenarios. In all of my experience over the years, that does more to panic people than it does to really inform them in an appropriate, prudent manner. When you do modeling, the model is as good as the assumptions you put into the model. So even though the worst case scenario always sounds just completely, in outer space practically,
right.
It could be really quite serious, but I don't think we should focus on numbers that come out of a model. We should be focusing on what we can do to the best of our ability to blunt the full force of the outbreak. So I tend to shy away from those models because the numbers get taken out of context and it does nothing but frighten people. Right now is the time to buckle up and really do what we need to do.
Dr. Anthony Fauci is our guest here on the Mike Gallagher Show. You talked about the uniqueness of coronavirus. Can you help explain the uniqueness of this particular novel coronavirus? For example, how do you compare this to the pandemic, the H1N1 pandemic that we went through?
Well, see, the H1N1 pandemic in 2009, which we referred to as the swine flu, was an outbreak. It was a pandemic. It widely disseminated throughout the world, but its impact in the sense of seriousness of the illness that it causes is clearly different. The amount of mortality of that was relatively low, even though it truly was a pandemic and did spread. Right now, we're dealing with something that has multiple characteristics that are concerning. Back way before coronavirus came out, people would always ask me, Dr. Fauci, what keeps you up at night? What worries you the most? And I would always say it would be the emergence of a new infection, likely a virus, that's respiratory borne, that spreads readily from person to person, and has a significant degree of morbidity and mortality. Most of the time, that's influenza. Well, this is a different virus. It's a coronavirus, but it is a virus that's a new virus. It is spreading rapidly among people. We know that just looking at what's going on in the world. And as a matter of fact, from the reports in China, in Italy, in France, in South Korea, in several of the European countries, it is a serious disease. Now, having said that, it's important to point out that most of the people who get infected with this, they can feel ill, a flu-like syndrome, but they will spontaneously recover without any specific type of medical intervention. However, there is a significant degree of morbidity and mortality that's particularly weighted towards those individuals who are the elderly and or those who have underlying conditions, whether they're elderly or not. And that is individuals with heart disease, chronic lung disease, diabetes, immunosuppressive therapy that you might be on for cancer, chemotherapy, or other types of diseases. So the bottom line short answer is that this outbreak that we're experiencing now clearly is worse than what we saw in 2009 with the pandemic swine flu, H1N1.
Dr. Fauci, there's been a debate in New York between the mayor and the governor over shelter in place. We know they're already doing that in the San Francisco Bay Area. In your view, is that a reasonable response to coronavirus, to have a sort of heavily advised directive to stay home except for essential trips to the grocery store?
Well, there's interpretations of what you mean by shelter in place. Certainly, the guidelines that we put out from the White House yesterday or the day before, I'm not quite sure. All of these days are melting into one here. I think it was yesterday, clearly say that individuals who are elderly and or those with underlying conditions should essentially self-isolate themselves. And those around them, the healthy young people, should protect those vulnerable people by keeping physical distance from them. In addition, it is strongly recommended that people do not go to restaurants, do not go to bars, do not go to events where there are crowded people. Try and stay, if you're in a social situation, with a group that's no larger than 10 people. In fact, in those areas where there's community spread, it is recommended that the bars and the restaurants and the sports events and things like that should close, as well as the schools in those areas. So essentially, that is somewhat of a shelter in place. It isn't that every single person is doing that, but if you look at the recommendations, it's pretty close to that.
Right. I hope, listen, on a personal note, in the minute we have left, neither one of us are spring chicks. I'm going to be 60 in a little bit. You are the vibrant young age of 79. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you getting lots of rest? Because I see you on TV and being interviewed morning, noon, and night.
Well, I am not getting a lot of rest. I'm of public service. I've made a decision in life that I will have to take that risk. But I exhort all of my co-79-year-olders throughout the country and the world to please go home, self-isolate. If I were in a different position and I had no responsibilities for anything other than just my daily life, I would be doing that. But I cannot do that right now.
Well, millions of us are praying for you, and we thank you for your service, Dr. Fauci, all these many years, and thank you for taking time out of your day to join us on this show again. I know a lot of people around the country appreciate you visiting with us here on the Mike Gallagher Show. All the best, sir.
Thank you very much. Good to be with you.
Thank you very much. Keep fighting the good fight, sir. And wow, what a fight we are in. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Hey, it may not be an order to shelter in place, but as he said, and I choose to listen to the experts, he's one of the best in the world. Follow his advice. And I'm in my new normal, my kitchen. I'm going to get real comfortable with the corners of this kitchen for a while, huh? But I got you, and you got me, and we're going to get through this together as Americans. Have a great day. Be safe, and keep fighting the good fight. I'm Mike Gallagher. God bless America.
You're feeling run down, you don't have the energy you used to have? That was my case. It was probably because I wasn't getting enough fruits and veggies in my system. I don't like the taste of fruits and vegetables, but I have no problem with my Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetable capsule form. Balance of Nature, they're not like ordinary vitamins that are made with synthetics. It's just natural food in a vegetarian capsule. You know, my daily dose contains 10 servings of 31 different fruits and vegetables. No wonder I'm feeling like $1 million these days. Don't wait to see what getting over 10 servings of whole fruits and veggies can do for you. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off any new preferred order of fruits and veggies. Start your journey to better health the Dr. Howard way. Call 800-246-8751, 800-246-8751, or go to balanceofnature.com. Be sure to get this special radio offer by using the radio code MikeG, 800-246-8751, balanceofnature.com, promo code MikeG.
The coronavirus. The CDC says it's a real danger for senior citizens. You need all the facts on this killer bug. Now, Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel,